Of course. How are you, Peter, on your adventure?
I'm great. Uh, in the car here in the south of Sweden on our way back to Gothenburg. And I'm good. I'm feeling good. I
That's
can't
good.
drive today though because I had some drinks yesterday, and so I'm the passenger.
Well, at least you can have some beers, some roadies on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I've never been out of Australia. So I've never been to wherever they say. I feel like I'm going on holiday here. I love it.
Yeah, you can
Closest
see,
thing.
you
Yeah. I've been to Sweden. But of course, man, you're coming down to Australia for Lagerfest, which is getting bigger and bigger every year. But you've been
It's fun
here
too.
a few times before, but this is the very
Yeah,
first time with the Halo effect, and we're pretty fucking pumped, dude. How are you feeling?
so am I. I'm the same way. I'm really looking forward to it. I love Australia. I always have, and just to be able to come back with this new band is amazing. I'm so happy.
Man, we can't wait. And the lineup, of course, for the Lagerfest is great. You got Lagerstein, you guys, Beyond the Black, Devil Skin. Have you played with any of these bands before out there in the world?
No, maybe Beyond the Black, but that would be some festivals, something like that. I don't know the people personally yet. I hope to do so soon.
New drinking buddies.
Yes, exactly.
That's a way. That's a way, of course. You're also playing Froth and Fury Fest, which is going to be incredible. Suicidal Tendencies and a bunch more. You probably played with the Suicidal Boys before.
I have, but I have never actually met them. But I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. It's a fantastic band.
Yeah, I love them too. I love them too. So, man, I wish I could make it down for that. But of course, it's been just over a year since your debut album, Dale. Let me start that again. It's probably morning where you are, late where I am. Days Days of the Lost came out. How's it been since taking it out on the road and getting the reactions to those songs live and
I mean, it's been a fantastic journey. I mean, from the beginning when we decided to start this band to where we are now. Let me just exit the car here. Låsa upp det. And being able to play live, like you said, just being able to go out and enjoy the music, and as we do while playing it, and look into the reactions of people. I mean, this is when we started this. There was no like intention of we're gonna be big, or we're gonna do that. We just did it to have fun and to be able to go out and play the music live with my best mates. It's an incredible feeling. I just love it.
that's awesome, man. Of course, there was another single recently dropped,
Yeah,
Path of Fierce Resistance. Now, is that a standalone or is there more on the way? You teasing us?
we're teasing you. There's more. We actually have the whole next record recorded and mastered and everything. So
What?
it's coming a new record next year. Not sure exactly when, but it's going to be out, and it's if I may say so, it's pretty damn good.
Man, I can't
Uh,
wait. That's unreal. Like, how's the
yeah,
direction? Say, is it sort of building up on what we've seen so far, or is it different
I
direction?
think so. Yeah. No, it's. I mean, what we've done with the Days of the Lost was basically we just went into the studio with some ideas. Niklas had many ideas, some finished songs, and then he invited us, everybody else in the songwriting process, and so we went in without having a clear plan on how it was going to sound. But obviously, it's in the fingers and it's in Michael's voice. Whatever comes out is the way that it sounds now. So the next record is. You always want to evolve, obviously, but it's nothing. It's not different. It's definitely the same type of genre. And like I said, we went in and we played what we felt like. And Niklas had written a bunch of songs together with Jesper, and we went into the studio on this one and just did our thing on them. And I like to. I mean, I know a lot of times some bands, I think you can some bands evolve all the time, and it's always different from record. But I think that this is, I think we feel more comfortable than we did before. We had no pressure by doing Days of the Lost, and we had no pressure to do either. But at the same time, we've been out playing. We've been structured with together in a even stronger way than we were before. So I mean, it's definitely the same type of music, but I don't know. It's hard to describe.
I guess we're gonna have to wait and hear. Hey, we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait. But of course, you've got a lot of friends in other bands, and on the road, you know a lot of people. And I saw there was a video of Matt Heafy gave you guys a shout out for one, who you influenced many years ago. How's that feedback been from your peers and obviously people that you know? You've come out with this new project, so you probably sent it to a few of them, and like, how's that been?
Amazing. I mean, you said Matt, we influenced Matt, but at the same time, Matt influenced us as well, or the whole band did. And I think that's the cool thing about music. You can get inspired, and then you create something, and then you inspire right back. And Trivium is a great band, and Matt's a great friend, and he was actually on the album. He's singing on the album as well on one song. So I mean, it's great. I went, like I said, I'm on the road trip back from Copenhagen up to Gothenburg. I went down to see my friends in Killswitch Engage yesterday, and amazing show. Fit for an Autopsy opened, and also amazing. And we hung out, drank some beers, and talked music and good times and memories and stuff like that. And in a few days, they're opening for my old band In Flames, and it's great. This is the way life should be. We're just hanging out and having fun together, and I think that people really like what we've been doing, and people understand that this is a standalone band, even though we were together in Flames, some of us at the same time. This has nothing to do with it. This is just a band with friends playing music and enjoying life.
That's something that really seems like it's a case for me and from the band. Like the core of this is a bunch of friends who are writing music together that they love, and that really comes across in the music first and foremost for me. Like when I've heard it, I've seen everything. That's the genuine core of it.
That's the way it is. I mean, it's. I remember Niklas called me up a few years ago. It's like, hey, I have this idea. You want to sit down and talk? And it came out to the brewery. I run a brewery called Odd Island together with Daniel. And we had a meeting, the three of us, and we talked about doing some music together. And it was like, okay, maybe we can do that, in the right circumstances. And who should we have as a second guitar player then? Well, Jesper. We should ask Jesper. Let's ask Jesper. Who should sing? Well, it would be really nice to play with Michael, who's one of my closest friends, but I've never actually been in a band with him. So Niklas called Jesper up, and I called Michael up, and they were both on board. And sorry, there's a wasp. And then. As it turns out, Niklas had already talked to Michael, a while back, so he was already on board, and it was amazing. We just then we met up in my home studio. Niklas showed some ideas, and he listened to some of my ideas, and then the rest is history. We just went in and wrote some songs, and he's a very good songwriter, and he's also very good in taking parts of ideas that anybody else has and creating a new song out of them, or it's super fun to play with him. I play with everybody, of course.
We are all absolute weapons at what you do. I hate the term super group, but you're all pretty fucking super. You know what I mean?
Thank you very much.
It's like the powers combined, getting the Voltron together and making this like unreal band. Everyone's powerful as fuck, and I think that's what makes the band so special. You've all got so much to contribute to not only the band itself, but music in general. It's such a exciting time to have a band like you guys come out and I guess influence the next generations as well, which it was something I was going to get to, was being part of that Gothenburg scene and sound, especially from the early days, and seeing it go global and influence so many other artists. It must have been absolutely crazy. How's it feel to be part of something that's just completely changed the music world?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for those words. It means a lot. I don't think any of us consider ourselves to be, not anything besides just musicians who enjoy playing together. So anytime somebody says something like that, it really touches me, and it's hard to take in because I'm just a musician and enjoy playing music with my friends. We don't really think about it, but when you stop and think about it, and you stop and actually just listen to what you said and think about it, it's pretty fucking cool. It's my answer. I'm happy and very honored to be a part of it.
It's incredible. I mean, I know in my own music, there's a little piece of what you've created. In so many bands, there's it changed the face of music. Like, we wouldn't have bands like Killswitch Engage and all those bands without what you guys laid the foundations for. I mean, obviously, I know music goes back, but there's something about that. Every so often, a genre comes along, a subgenre even, and just completely changes the trajectory. It's awesome, man.
That's cool. That's what music is all about. You inspire each other and you try to create something fresh and just enjoy it. I think it's fantastic. But I also get inspired by a lot of new music and a lot of music in different styles, and we try and put it into our type of music, without, like I said before, the first record, we went in, we wrote music, we had no idea what it was going to sound like, but the way that it came out was, this is it. This is just very natural. This is how I play. This is how Michael sings. This is how Niklas and Jesper and Daniel plays. And what came out is what we have inside us, I guess. We're bound to play melodic death metal for life.
Oh, it's the best. It is the best. Yeah. And man, I can't wait to see you guys down here. It's going to be
it's going to be great.
It's on my calendar right over there. And I'm crossing off the days. No shit. I can't wait, man. It's going to be unreal. But outside,
it's good.
Sorry.
No, me too. I can't wait to come back to Australia and New Zealand. It's going to be amazing.
To drink all our beers, right?
Absolutely. That comes with it. It's like good food, good drinks, good music, good times.
Do you, because obviously you own a brewery and a restaurant. Is it a Rush themed restaurant, or is it just a homage to?
It's a homage to Rush, of course, 2112. But at the same time, we obviously have some paintings and some pictures and stuff like that inside it, and it's we started a second restaurant about a year ago, and it's door to door, and we wanted to just should we name it the hallway in between, should we name it Passage to Bangkok? No, we can't. I love Rush, and it's absolutely a homage. But at the same time, if you don't know them, it's still a kind of a classy name, 2112, I think.
Absolutely. Have the Rush dudes been in? Has Getty sort of just waltzed in sometime? You're like, holy shit.
I wish. No, they haven't. I know they've been asked that in interviews, and they've said that they've heard about it. And I actually have Getty's book signed and dedicated to 2112, so he definitely knows about it. And I think that, they seem very, very relaxed guys, and I think that they think it's cool. It's not like we're exploiting their name at all. It's just that we're trying to do, great food, great beers, and like I said, good times, good music. And it's definitely homage to the band. The 21st of December every year, we have a party, 2112, right? So, and at the time 2112, I always make a toast to whoever's there, and we play the entire 2112 album at that time and stuff like that. But it's not a Rush themed restaurant. It's just it's a fantastic band, a fantastic album, and it felt really well when we started it to name it 2112.
Man, you got to put the word out. Invite him out, man. Imagine if they rocked up.
I of course they have
man.
They have a steady invitation. Anytime they come, anything's on me.
Free feed.
Everything's on me.
Hear that? Free feed on the boys. But in regards to the beers, do you actively go out when you're on tour and hunt for breweries and a certain beer? Do you have like a hit list, especially when you come down to Australia? Is there anywhere down here that you're like, we have to pull over right now?
Usually, yes, but a lot of times I have friends, local friends, who actually you need to go to this place, you need to go that place, and then I know some breweries. So Daniel and I, Daniel is actually the brewer. I'm kind of the marketing guy. So when we started the brewery, we did he did all the brewing and we did the canning and bottling together, and then I went out and I sold it. So anytime we're out touring and there's time around, we always look around for local beers. It's not always a local brewery because it depends on where we're playing, but always local beers. If you go to a pub or restaurants, I want seeing what's on tap, and I love that, because the craft beer scene is very much like the music scene. You try, at least in Gothenburg, you try and you help each other out. You influence each other, you share recipes, and you do collabs, and there's no competition. It's just friendship. And coming over to different places in the world and being able to do that. I mean, I went to 10 Hands when we were in the US. We did a collab at the Yards Brewery in Philadelphia. When we were in Germany, we went to Weinstefan, and I try as much as I can, but there's only so much time, unfortunately. But when we come to Australia, I haven't actually looked anything out just yet, but I definitely will see what's in each city and see what I can. And if anybody sees this and want to, give me some tips and advice, please send me a message on Instagram or something, and I'll definitely check it out and come visit, because I just love it.
You're gonna have so many beers, mate. Everyone's gonna message you out. You could be like,
I really hope so. I really hope so.
But that'd be amazing. So, of course, what is your favorite Australian beer? Don't say 4X or Foster's.
Oh, no. But the thing is, when we were last time in Australia, I wasn't too much into the craft beer just yet. So I was drinking, too many VBs maybe and stuff like that. But so I don't know of any Australian breweries, craft breweries right now. So this is gonna be the first for me actually getting into that. Daniel is the one who was first experiencing craft beer and kind of got me into it. And so I've been growing my interest, for the last 6-7 years, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And I don't think that I know it. Do you have any recommendations?
On the Gold Coast, I do. In Brisbane,
yeah,
I think it's called Ether. Ether Brewing is pretty good. There's some pretty cool stuff over there. And there's one near the Triffid. I can't remember what the name of it. I'm gonna have them hunting me down now. But there's where the venue is where you're playing in Brisbane, there's a few little ones around. You could probably just walk around the corner and then stumble back in to play the gig. So
I wouldn't have it any other way. No, no I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, yeah, but that sounds great. I mean, I always walk around. Everybody loves exploring the cities we're in. We all have different interests. Nicholas is a vinyl collector. He goes out and buys a lot of vinyl. Everybody does their thing, and I love enjoying local food and beers. And I usually bring Daniel and Michael as well, because they have the same interest. So it's definitely going to happen in each city. I can't wait. Like I said, it's been. I think last time we were there was the big festival. What's it called? It was. It's not around anymore.
Soundwave.
Like 100 bands. Soundwave. Yeah, I think that's the last time I was there, or maybe I was there with Miss Sugar. I forget, but it's been too long.
Yes, it has, man. Of course, what's coming up beyond your trip down under? What's and the new album, which you gave me a sneaky little peek at. What's on the horizon for you guys next year?
Next year we're starting to make plans now. There are some festivals that's announced. We're looking into doing some touring, of course, but at the same time, Michael is releasing a new album with Dark Tranquility, and the Hail Effect isn't about touring our asses off. We want to go to places that we'd love to go, and we want to make it count. We won't do, like with the old band, we did like 8 months touring per year. This won't happen with the Hail Effect. So we try to choose everything carefully and make it count as we go there. But hopefully there's going to be a lot of festivals, some cool touring with some great bands. I know some stuff that I can't say.
Oh, so, come on, mate! It's your mate now.
But it's gonna be some great shows, and depending a little bit on Michael's schedule with Dark Tranquility. But yeah, it's gonna definitely, you're gonna see us on the road.
Oh man, That's going to be unreal. One last question though: is that a Circle K?
Yeah.
Is it as in
Somewhere? Yeah.
right behind you?
Yeah.
As in like the Bill and Ted line? You know, in Bill and Ted, there's like strange
Yeah.
things are afoot at the Circle K.
Yeah,
We
it
haven't
is.
got them
It
down
is.
here.
It is. I wish we stopped because my buddy is driving the car, and I was doing a bunch of interviews in the car, so we just stopped so he didn't have to listen to me talking my bad English. So we stopped at a gas station there, and we had some food.
Your English is actually really good.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. But anyway, man, I won't hold you up. But dude,
it's no worries, man.
we will see you in Australia very, very soon. We'll have all the links down here in the show notes, and of course on the website. Peter, brother, thank you so much for hanging out. And
thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. And if you see a phone booth near that Circle K, and two young dudes come out and try to take you back on a journey through time, do it, because it'd be a wild ride. So
it'll be epic. Yeah.
yeah.
I will.
Yeah, see you,
Thanks,
brother.